Hey guys, welcome back to another Sims Bold Sunday. Hope you're all doing good this weekend. So this week we have a octagon inspired cabin thing. I don't exactly know what it is. I'll get into that in a little bit more detail later. Just a disclaimer: I had to speed this footage up quite a lot, so if you get busy quite easily, I would maybe recommend lowering the speed in the YouTube settings, which you could do. Or if you don't, then I guess you can watch at the normal speed. It's just, the footage is sped up quite a lot, and I rotate the camera quite a bit. So yeah, that can be a bit of a weird thing sometimes. But yeah, with regards to build, so the build, I kind of based it around this. Like as you can see, that I built like the octagon type thing and put the windows around it. I wanted to do that, but I didn't know what to do for the rest of the house. So I went with this weird horizontal thing, and then just a normal rectangle, and then I just connected the two. And initially it wasn't meant to be like a cabin type thing. I just I put the stairs down, and then I just never changed it. But yeah, I was trying my best not to make like a rectangular house, because that is the problem that I have. I just like all my houses are rectangular, and I feel like they don't have character to them. I tried my best to avoid that, but yeah, I didn't work too well. Basically, we have 3 stories. Well, the first one is supposed to act as like the foundation type thing, but the foundation does also have like some living space in it. So it has a bedroom, a bathroom, and a gym, and a garage. But you can obviously change those things if you want. You don't have to keep them. But yeah, those are kind of just the main living areas. And something like I completely forgot that I wasn't actually building this house like around a specific family, and that kind of happened when I moved a family into like a playtest and just make sure everything was working fine, and then I ended up building the house around them, which was a mistake. So yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen, but as I mentioned, you can change whatever you want to change in here, entirely up to you. And yeah, at this stage I was just working on the kitchen. I saw James Turner do this thing with one of the houses that he built, where he just put like a, I don't remember exactly what he put, but he did this for a kitchen. I was like, that is actually really cool. It looks super nice, so I thought I'd try that as well. So yeah, that's basically just the kitchen here. I'm just fiddling around with the shape a little bit more. Yeah, and then I think this is where I move on to the second floor. No, still on the first floor. No, okay, yeah, second floor. So yeah, I was just trying to divide it up and see what we could do. Really weird. The kids' bedroom downstairs, the bedroom downstairs, is actually bigger than what this, master bedroom is. So that's a bit of an odd one. But also, it's not entirely, I want to say, functional, having your kids' room all the way downstairs, like a young kid, and then parents' room all the way upstairs. Because, if something happens to your kid, man, you need to get to them easily. So yeah, and yeah, I think this is where I loaded the family into the house, and then I found out that I didn't build on the correct side of the lot, so I had to switch the house around and shorten it a little bit, which was fine, I guess. Because one problem that I usually have with building houses, I usually make them too big, so there's just a lot of open space, and I don't have to fill that. So I had to make the house smaller and just work with that, which I was okay with. And then yeah, there's this spot here. I think I was trying to figure out something with the roof, because at this stage I didn't know it was going to be like a weird cabin inspired thing. I wouldn't call this a cabin though, because I don't know, I wouldn't classify this as a cabin. But anyways, I was just messing around with the roof, and I'm still struggling with the freedom that you get when it comes to creating roofs in The Sims 4. So yeah, this took me a while, and I actually had to cut some footage out, because I come back to the roof later, and then I come back to the roof a third time, but I cut that out because I probably spent 1 hour, 2 hours trying to figure this out. It's not a major change, but it was just kind of the bottom of the roof was doing a weird thing, because there's an overhang that you'll see later. So yeah, it just ended up really weird, and also just getting it to sit properly with the octagon roof thing, it was a whole mess that I couldn't figure out. So I ended up spending a bunch of time on it. I know I eventually did figure it out, so I was happy with that. But yeah, here I'm just adjusting everything, and I was trying to fit the roof into the octagon thing, as you can see there, just making some minor adjustments to the house itself. And here I changed the roof thing again, trying to make it fit, trying to see if it works, and yeah, just finding a roof trim for it now. I went with the black one because the roof's obviously black, so I was like, yeah, should probably go with the black trim. And yeah, I think at this point I was just what was I doing here? Oh, I was adding the wooden slate things. Are they called slates? I was adding those things to the top windows because I wanted that upstairs area to be like a study kind of thing, like you just go upstairs and then you just have like this open space, and I wanted to make that study. So yeah, I did that and I added those there. And yeah, just adding some windows to the second floor and to the third floor, I guess, making sure everything is fine. And then yeah, I start dividing up this bottom floor now. So I spent a while with the stairs because I'm also not used to the way the stairs work in The Sims 4 as yet, because this is only the 4th or 5th house that I've actually built in this game. So yeah, just messing around with the stairs and seeing which configuration works best, you know, leading from the first floor to the second floor and then the second floor to the third floor. And yeah, as you can see there, it was really a mess. So I did eventually end up expanding the house by one block, just to make it fit. As you can see there, I expanded a little bit, and then yeah, I just added a balcony instead, like going to the side. So technically you can walk that side and go and see the backyard. I didn't put a staircase there just because I was like, actually I don't know why. I guess I could have put a staircase there so you could go from the front straight to the back. But then again, I guess that could have been a problem because, like, say for example, you know, someone broke into the house. That's very easy access to the kids' bedroom, which could be a problem. So yeah, but in any case, just putting some doors in here. And yeah, that's the doorway out to the backyard. And yeah, so you'll probably notice I'm not cutting my audio. I didn't do it in the last video as well, just because I feel like it's more natural just to talk and not like have it cut. It just feels better for me, so I'm not actually cutting my audio. So the rambling and stuff, I will get better at it, but I just like not like having you guys hear everything, like all the mistakes I make and all those like random things. So yeah, I think here I was trying to figure out like, yeah, the painting for the inside and what that was going to look like for each different room. So I went with the classic black tile thing that I usually go for with my bathrooms. And here on the inside, I think I was trying to figure out what interior color, like the main interior color. So I like the blue. The blue looked cool, but I changed it, and you'll see that in a second now. I changed it to a brown, not that brown, that brown. I'll go back to it now, that brown. Just because it felt more homey to me, like, I don't know, it just felt warmer to me for some reason. So yeah, I put that brown in. I wouldn't typically use brown for a house just because I feel like brown is such a weird color. Or maybe like a brown of this shade, it's very dark. But yeah, I guess I used it because I was like, this kind of suits the vibe that I'm trying to go for. Which again, I didn't know what it was. I've only called it a cabin now after I've built it. But it's not really a cabin, that's the thing, so I wouldn't really call it that either. But in any case, yeah, and then I went with some wooden floors, and here I'm adjusting the roof again. So this was the second time that I adjusted the roof. And then I added pillars because I really like the look of the pillars. So I added the pillars in, and this was the overhang thing that I was talking about with the pillars. So I had to figure this whole thing out and just change the roof again the third time. Again, it's nothing major. If you need me to go through it, I can do it. Because now that I know how to do it, it won't take me like an hour or two again. I could do it in no time. But yeah, just fiddling around with the roof, adding the pillars in. So I was like, hey, I really, really like the look of the pillars. So maybe just work with this. But yeah, again, fiddling around with the roof, just, yeah, did not work out. It's just so weird having this much freedom over the roofs in The Sims 4 compared to The Sims 3. Again, I got into this game very late, so I apologize. But yeah, I was just trying to get everything right. But I am really happy with the way the roof turned out. Can't complain about it, and the way it looks with the pillars as well. So yeah, I think here is when I start just tiling everything, just adding tiles and carpets in the appropriate place. And then, yeah, just with the bottom I went with the stone, and like the balconies I went with stone, just because like that bottom area is kind of like a foundation type thing. So I was like, hey, let me go with the stone thing, because the paint for the walls, or the walls are stone in this case. But yeah, this front section of the house is literally my favorite. Like, I don't even know why. It's just my favorite thing ever. I recently got into adding trees and things like that, and like working with the terrain. So that's something that I kind of recently just got into. So I just started playing around with that, and I genuinely love the front of this house. Like, it makes me happy. I wish I own a house like this one day. Or I just wish I have a nice garden one day in my house. That's all I really wish for. And then I started working on the pool here. I suck at making backyards. This was really tricky for me. But yeah, as you can see, there's that weird like gap thing. So I was like, okay, let me make like an L-shaped pool and then add like a weird. I added the fountains, the water fountains, to the pool just so it creates like this shooting thing there that you have seen very briefly. It was very, very quick. You'll see it again now. Yeah, like that there. Just because I think it's so cool. So yeah, I went with that, an L-shaped pool. It's not a massive pool, it's quite a small pool. But yeah, as I said, I really struggle when it comes to making like backyards. This was really cool. I really, really like this. Again, I used the wooden slate thingies, whatever they're called, and then I created like this outdoor seating area. That wasn't like covered or anything. I mean, it is covered, but like like the walls is not covered. So yeah, I created that outdoor seating area, which I was really, really happy with. And I think this is at the stage where I kind of just start, adding furniture to everything. So I started with this backyard here, and then trying to find some seating. But yeah, here's where I had the seating. So I had it all around initially, and then I removed it, and I added I guess what everyone else in the world would call a barbecue. In South Africa, we call it a braai. But a barbecue, essentially the same thing. And just adding a fence here. I do change the color of the fence, don't worry. I know it's not the same color as everything else, the same wood color. I do change that color, don't worry. Just adding some terrain paint everywhere, just to make it look more lived in, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then I add some like planting stuff there, just for the fun of it, because who doesn't love planting? And yeah, I start with the garage here. Again, so there's 2 garage doors there, but obviously we don't have cars in Sims 4, so I just used debug, and then I found some cars, and then I just added in there. If you don't want that, again, do whatever you want to with this house. Make it your own. I'm perfectly cool with that. But yeah, I ended up adding 2 cars there, and then I moved to the kids' bedroom, added a bunk bed, a giant teddy bear, one of those playpen things. Who doesn't want that? I mean, bunk beds as a kid, I really, really wanted one. To be fair, I am 19 years old now, and I think I would still like a bunk bed, but I feel like I'd hit my head every time I got up. Yeah, it's probably not good for me, but in any case. And then yeah, I moved to the gym here. Gym is fairly simple. It's just a TV, a treadmill, and one of those what do you call them? That machine that you use at the gym, and then just a basketball jersey and a frame there, and a motivational cat poster, which I really like. I even added one in the bathroom upstairs, just because, I mean, go to the bathroom, do your business. I don't know, maybe we need some motivation, who knows. Yeah, with this bathroom, some things changed a little bit, just because with move objects on, and when I was playtesting, things just went a bit weird. So some objects it may look a little bit different from now when I'm building it, or adding the furniture to like the final walkthrough thing that you'll see. Here I'm just adding some paintings and some flowers and things to the wall, and then I loaded into the game again, because the house took me really long to build. This took me 5 hours over like 2 days, because I obviously have other things to do during the day, so I can't spend all my time building on The Sims, which kind of sucks. And also I forgot how to use the cheats in this game, so you can see I'm struggling here for some reason. Also, I know you're probably saying, why would you add a tree in front of that open glass area? I do remove it, don't worry, I remove it. That was a stupid mistake. Like, it looked cool and all, but it was a stupid mistake. And then yeah, I'm just adding a window here for the bathroom, because you need a window for your bathroom. And yeah, I was trying to fit in a bathroom upstairs, but I couldn't do that. So I guess it's just the bathroom upstairs and downstairs. And I guess if your Sims really need to go to the bathroom, they're not that far away. They can just run. Would not recommend running downstairs though in real life. This is The Sims. They're not going to die from running downstairs. But yeah, the lounge I changed quite a bit, just because I didn't know where to put it. And the kitchen, I struggled with the counters a little bit, but I got it right. It is quite a small kitchen, I won't lie. I'm not a fan of big kitchens. That's the thing though. So I want something that can, fit the essentials, like a fridge, a refrigerator, a stove, a sink, some cabinets, and I guess a dustbin, or dirtbin, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I added that there. I think I mean, you'll see now, like, I forget to add a microwave, so in the final walkthrough, you'll see I did eventually add the microwave, don't worry, but yeah, I was so worried about the placement and where I'm putting everything that I forgot to put a microwave and like a coffee machine in. But yeah, I was just adding some class items there, just make the kitchen look more lived in. You know, more homey. Homey? I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, just adding some things to the shelves there. I do end up changing the counter there, but like the seating area when it comes to that counter there. But yeah, here's where I moved the lounge again, but I wasn't happy because of like I don't know, I just wasn't happy with having the lounge here. So I put the dining room down here, and I didn't know what to do with it because I was like, it's just such a big space, like that whole space can't be a dining room because it's way too open. So I tried adding like some bookshelves and that looked weird, so I changed it again, and then, I mean, you'll see eventually I end up adding, like moving the lounge here, which changes again, so that's not the final position, as you'll see, and then I ended up making this like just like a sitting area, so I mean, that's cool, like you're just sitting there chatting with your people, you can look outside and, you know, you have a whole view. So yeah, just moving some things around, making sure everything's in place. And yeah, again, it took me a while to build this house, so there's just a lot of loading in. But yeah, I'm not sure when I changed that. I was gonna add some like pet item thingies, but I was just like, but I kept on forgetting that I'm not building this house for this specific family that I'm using to playtest. But then I also, yeah, I don't know, I kept on messing up. But yeah, as you can see, I ended up moving the lounge again, or the TV area, let's call it that, and putting the like dining room table behind that, and then here's just like a random table with some stuff with some plus items again to make it feel more lived in. Just adding some painting and stuff around, and a random tree that looks really cool actually, and then adding some doormats. I feel a lot of people leave doormats out when they're, you know, like near the doors, and for some reason I find it really weird if there isn't a doormat at a door. That sounds really odd, but yeah. And then here I'm creating the upstairs bathroom, or doing the upstairs bathroom. As you can see, it's a bit weird because the toilet just ends up going into that one really weird corner of the bathroom. Yeah, I did that to create more space. I wanted to create like one of those huge stand, like the showers that I did in my previous build, but I couldn't do that. So I just ended up putting the toilet there and then just adding a laundry hamper. I think I moved that there. I can't remember. But yeah, again, just adding class items, make things, you know, look more lived in. And here's where I do the study. I think this is probably like my favorite part when it came to actually adding furniture to the house. So yeah, this was just really fun, and I really enjoyed this because, I don't know, it was just a really fun part of the house to build. So yeah, we have like this really cool like bookshelf thing, and add a little chair there. So if you want to grab a book and read, you do that. And then I tried changing up the color scheme here a little bit, so I added some blue chairs. Not everything is just brown and white. And then I ended up adding like this plant thing on top there, just to kind of like cover that whole, you know, missing section there. So yeah, again, just adding some paintings and stuff in. And then here I finally come to the parents' bedroom. Yeah, again, not the biggest bedroom. The thing is, I tend to build like huge houses and then they're just huge empty spaces. But now I feel like I'm doing a weird thing where it's like spaces are too small. So I'm kind of trying to find that balance. I end up changing those cabinets and stuff, just because it felt a bit weird to me. So yeah, I ended up changing that, and then I don't know why I came back to the bathroom. Oh, to add a mat and all that stuff. Yeah, you can see I'm just changing the closet here, and then I added some mirrors behind that, and then just ended up adding a shoe rack and just adding some things in here, and then changing the color as well. Oh no, wait, I didn't change the color when I was adding the cabinets in. I ended up changing it in the final, so like when I'm doing the final walkthrough, you'll see. But yeah, this is basically, I think, the end. I'm just adding the curtains in, and then yeah, I think we'll do a walkthrough of the house in a little bit. Oh no, just getting the lighting and everything sorted out. I think it's after this. Yeah, anytime soon. Yep. Sorry if you can hear that. That is my MacBook going weird. That weird like buzzing sound. Hopefully it's not that anymore. Yeah, just adding more lighting, just brightening the place up. Oh yeah, I added a table here because it just looked a bit too dark. Yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. Oh, I want to put some plants as well here, but I was like, nah, never mind. Okay, yeah, here's the final walkthrough. So yeah, here's the front of the house, going through to the front door now, and then there we have that gallery thing that I actually didn't, I don't know, did I chat through that? I can't remember, but yeah, there's a gallery there above. I don't know why I added that, but I just did. And then here's another balcony on the side here, and then we go into the kitchen again. It's not the biggest kitchen, but yeah, you can see I changed a little bit and added another counter there. Then we have like the TV area, then the dining room, and then we go upstairs now. And then you'll see I added, here's the study area. Really love this. Sorry, my like movement with the free cam thing is so weird. I don't know why, it feels too sensitive. Anyways, here's the bathroom. Again, simple, small, and then here is the parents' bedroom, or the main bedroom, whatever you want to call it. And we go onto the other balcony here. I don't know what is going on in my camera, but yeah, the other balcony here that looks over and on the other side. And then here's the gallery area that we spoke about earlier on, that you can go around, you can walk around, and then we move to the downstairs area now. And we go straight through the door into the gym. So yeah, just a mirror there, some gym equipment, and two sinks and a mirror there. And then we go zooming down the hallway, and it's weirdly, awkwardly placed door, and then we go to the garage that has some stuff in here from Eco Lifestyle, if I'm correct. I think that's back. But yeah, and then we have the kids' bedroom here. Again, nothing too fancy, quite simple, quite basic. And then yeah, this bathroom. I really like this bathroom, more than I like the upstairs one. And then we zoom down the hallway again, and then we go to the outdoor area. As you can see, the planting stuff is there. Then we have the pool over here, and that seating area that I created on the other side that I'll pan to now. And yeah, that is pretty much the house. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please do leave a like and subscribe and comment, I guess. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. Cheers.